Yeah, guys, we're rolling 185 down the hatch.
185.
Oi.
Hell yeah.
Good to see you. You had graduations to deal with last week?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Are those fun? Do you find those fun, or do you find it a lot of work?
Fuck no, dude. It's way more work and a nuisance than anything, but to see the smiles on the girls' faces at the end of the day was worth all that torture and torment that I went
Yeah, I
through.
mean, it's got to be a trip to watch your kids graduate, right?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, that's got to feel trippy.
It's humbling. It's very
Humbling.
very humbling. Yeah, because I'm like, fuck, man. You know, I'm only going to have this one other time in my life with my son.
Oh, right. Right, that's true. You go, and then, so with your son, did he enjoy it? Does he enjoy the graduation, or he's kind of like, let's get through this?
Nobody went. The wife, the boy didn't go. It was just me and my folks.
To what?
To the girls' graduation.
Right, but
with the boy, he went from 3rd to 4th grade. He didn't really care.
he didn't give a fuck. Okay.
But the best part with him, though, is he got and this has never happened in the history of the Swan family. He brought home a perfect report card.
Boom, let's go, dude.
I was like, you got to be shitting me, dude. I'm spoiling the fuck out of you this summer, dude.
Perfect, all A's?
All A's, all fucking,
Wow,
the
dude.
top for conduct. And
He's in there
whatever.
smashing.
Dude, no shit, and he's in Excel classes, too.
Nice.
So I'm like, yeah, he ain't no dumb fuck, dude.
Nice. You know, but
Thank God.
now he excelled at all the classes, but all parents do love to brag about how smart their kids are. And it's funny because, like, if you don't hear a parent say anything about their grades, that means they got real shitty grades.
That means they're dumb. Well, it's not that they're dumb as dog shit. It's that, they're just not applying themselves, because I was that kid.
Yeah, my parents were like, yeah, you're just not good at tests.
Yeah. Well, mine were like, well, why are you getting A's in these classes and F's in these classes? I'm like, those I give a shit about, and I like to learn what I'm learning about.
It's all about giving a shit.
Yeah.
It's not even about smarts or anything. It's about giving a shit. And I think that's where they are wrong in school.
The hardest part about giving a shit is sometimes the fucking teacher that you have.
Oh,
because
of course.
if there's the most dried out, crusty ass fucking
Just hates his life.
just hates everything.
Hates his life. First
Yep.
thing he does is complain about his own son when he walks in.
Yeah. Hey, here's a math question, but do you know what my wife, that cheating whore, did to me last night? You're like,
Yeah.
no, I don't care, dude.
I wasn't here yesterday because I was out writing speeches for the government. Do you know that guy? Do you remember there was a teacher named, I think his name was Mr. Stevens, and he was an electronics teacher, and he was a compulsive liar. And
Is that the guy that said that he invented the first laser guitar?
yes, sir.
That's the same guy?
Yes,
Well,
sir, that's
do
the same guy.
I do remember that lie, because I was like, there's no fucking way.
He was a compulsive liar, and everybody knew he was a liar. So that's why it's like you can't respect.
No,
It's
you
like
can't
he
respect
tell
a
you
liar.
he tell you to do something. You're like, shut up, liar.
Yeah, you fucking liar, dude.
And so he would start the day out with a lie.
Oh, fucking.
You know what I mean?
What a great way to fucking pump the kids up,
And what's funny is that because the reason why, because my dad brought that up, we were laughing about some of my old teachers and shit, and he was actually being like, hey, you were right about some of these teachers, because my dad's one of those guys back in the day is like, shut up and just play the game. Why do you have to cause problems? Just play the game, right?
And then he got a little
And then
taste of what you're dealing with.
and then he went to like the parent-teacher thing, and he was like, "Oh shit, they're crazy."
Dumb as dog shit.
These-
How is this guy teaching my fucking son?
Yeah, and he was talking about, and he was like, "Who's that guy that lies all the time? Remember him?" And so it was like he just lied to the parents. He's constantly just a compulsive liar, and he's teaching kids.
There was that one that I had, that math teacher that
Yeah.
really hated me, Miss Coons.
Miss Coons, holy shit!
Kunz, fucking blonde-haired dipshit fucking bitch, dude. Hated the fuck out of me. And
How do you hate a child? Isn't that crazy?
Because I'd call her out on her bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm like, you couldn't do that without the fucking book. And she's like, you're staying after class.
I mean, it's a good point. You're making a great point.
And I did make a great point, because I stole her book and I threw it away in the empty classroom next door.
That's
and
funny.
A fucking week we did, well, we're just going to review what we did yesterday.
That's
I
mischievous.
fucking know we are, bitch.
Yeah, that's smart though. That's funny, dude. That's very funny.
I had to.
Because back in the day, they had the answers in the back of the book,
Yep.
and it was like, "Don't look in the back of the book." You're like, "Why not, dude?" Flip.
Oh, here's all the odd answers or evens for whatever.
Yeah, and then
shit
I'd be
you're
like,
at.
"Mom, what's this fraction?" She goes, "Isn't the answers in the back of the book?" And I go, "Well, yeah, but you're not supposed to look at the back of the book." She goes, "Just look at the back of the book. I got no time.
Well, I remember when I was in school, I think it wasn't till fucking middle school, I believe, like the end of middle school when I started taking algebra, pre-algebra, whatever the fuck it was, you know, and I realized that I surpassed my parents' knowledge on helping me with fucking math.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was that time, dude. When it came to the girls, they were in fucking like 3rd or 4th grade, and their recipe for how they teach them now is way different, and it changes all the time, which is fucking stupid. So now this generation can't teach this generation. Right. That generation can't teach that generation.
I wonder if that's by design.
I think so. Ooh. Yeah, I felt like it was.
I mean, you can just ask Google fucking what the answer is.
Hey, are we getting fucked by design? Yes, you are.
Yeah, Jenna was trying to explain to me how they're doing different. They're doing like long division differently, something like that. And she was trying to explain. She's like, it's actually really good. And I was like, I don't understand what you're saying. I wasn't good at long division anyways. You just had to show your work. You're just kind of doing your thing, you know. All of a sudden, the page is this long, full of fucking long division.
Well, yeah, even with my son, like they do. He had this one little fucking chart to where, I swear to God, Ian, the answers look like the countdown on the wristwatch of the Predator. Like it was like little tic tacs, fucking here and there and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, oh, these represent the 5s, these represent the 10s, and this and that. And I'm like, why not just write that out?
Just
the
write
ones,
10.
the ones, 10s, the 100s, the 1000s columns like we used to do. Oh, we've never done that, Dad. And I'm like,
what do you like?
What are we doing?
Like
here?
when you're playing dominoes, right? Yeah. You do the 5s, 10s, 15, 20, 25.
Exactly.
And build a house. The house is
Easy.
the 50.
Easy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe it's by design. Who knows? There was one. Dusty had his little daughter here, and she was doing homework, and she was getting very frustrated, and he kind of got into it with his daughter. Like, you got to do it. Like, we have to get this. And I was like, and she's like, it's all this. And so you see him. All right, let me get this. And you start seeing him going, huh. Bzz. He's going like this, and then I go, give me this shit, dude. so now all the adults. All the adults are in on this thing, dude. So it's everybody hovering over this girl.
It's a whole town effort.
That Dusty just for the last 10 minutes was like, no, the answer's there. You just got to do the work. You got to do the work, baby. And she's like, I don't get it. So I read this. I go, this is so stupid.
Right.
It was a word problem. So, it was like, if Janie has this and changes her coins in for whatever, right? What is this? But it was asked in a way that no one ever in the world will ever do business like this.
You mean it sounded like the DMV when they ask questions? Because that's how I felt.
Can't even describe it exactly, but it was almost like a business issue, like a business problem, right? Like if so and so gave this much, how much interest would she build, and blah 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 or whatever, right? And so I go, okay, well, we talking business? Let's go. I got that.
It could have been broken down a lot easier than that.
And I go, nobody speaks like this.
Right.
Nobody ever in business you'll ever talk to like this. And then they even called the money like something else. Like if she traded her coins in for advantages or whatever the fuck, and you're just like, what? What are you talking about?
Well, I do have a theory.
Go ahead.
I do have a theory. The way that geniuses are actually pumped out is because they actually understand and gain a hold of the rhetoric and the bullshit that how they're trying to teach them, and come up with their own way, if not more simplified, but the way that it should be.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then they're looked at as geniuses, when really it's just us saying that our fucking school systems are dog shit.
Yeah, and also, but what does genius mean? What is will you look on your phone, look up the definition of genius?
I'm sure it says something of the effect of higher intelligence.
Okay, a higher intelligence. But I've heard like where people are geniuses in one thing, but are morons in another. I've never seen anybody who they claim as a genius, like a Bill Gates or like a or whatever the fuck the other geniuses. They Tesla. Mm-hmm. They're always idiots on other things. Like when it comes to street smarts, you're an idiot. When it comes to just normal conversation or joking or conversation with somebody, you're an idiot.
An attendant.
Go ahead.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like what's the definition?
A person who influences another for good or bad. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Maybe maybe everybody uses it wrong.
An attendant spirit of a person or place.
Here, get off of Webster's dictionary. Just look up Google,
That's what I did.
and then went.
Let me go to meaning.
It took you to Webster's dictionary.
There we go. Exceptional intellectual or creative power or other natural abilities. She was a teacher of genius.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess when people say a genius, they really should say a genius of something. Like, he's a genius of engineering. He's a genius in music, which
Right.
makes me crazy when people are like, he's a musical genius, which is what they use for Kanye West, which I don't, or I don't fucking see musical genius at all.
mean,
You
if
read that
if-
motherfucker's lyrics, it looks like a retard.
If
wrote
we're
it.
going to talk about people's music that I don't like, but I recognize how genius they are when they write it,
Sure.
I would say Prince.
Prince, Michael Jackson, sure.
I
yeah.
don't like his music, but I recognize.
I'm with you on that one, by the way. I'm with you. I keep trying to get into Prince, and I can't do it.
No, the only one that I really like is that
When he covers other people's songs, it's
My
amazing.
Guitar Gently Weeps.
Yeah,
when he did that
but that's a
fucking
Beatles song.
I know, but when
Yeah.
he did that solo, because
Incredible.
You know the song,
Oh,
the story behind
I've watched
that?
it a million times.
But you know the story behind that?
The story behind him playing
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah, so
no.
they kept trying to get him in the studio, Tom Petty and everybody, to fucking rehearse this, and he's like,
Okay.
I got this. And they're like, no, dude, but this is for this,
Yeah.
we got to make sure it's perfect. And he's like, don't worry about it, I got it. And they're like, the fuck do you think you are? You
Yeah.
know, we've never played together and shit.
Right.
So when he showed up, that was the first time they've heard him play.
Wow.
And that's why he just kept looking
That's
back
why
at Tom.
Yeah.
You see it. He just keeps looking back at him like,
And he goes,
I got this, don't
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
And Tom's like, fuck yeah, you do.
that's
dude.
an incredible video. Like, and then even, anyone watching that's got to be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because even the band is in awe of
Yep.
Prince. The crowd's in awe of Prince.
That was the first time that I was-
Lennon's son, I think, was on the stage playing behind him,
Yeah.
playing acoustic guitar behind him. I
That
think.
was the first time, like Charlie Murphy talked about the aura of Rick James. That
Oh,
was
okay.
the first time I saw the aura of Prince, and I was like,
Yeah.
wow, he's fucking good, dude.
Some people have that aura, and you can put Prince in that musical genius category. I'm with you on that. That's fine. Because some people got it and some people don't. That's just the way it is.
Yep.
But when sometimes people say he's a genius, you got to go, well, he's a genius of that. Because sometimes listening to these people speak, they're idiots.
They're complete morons.
They're complete morons, and they'll sometimes get their balls busted, and they're like,
And then
I don't know what to do about it.
Even with a lot of singers, they'll have a great fucking voice, but they have nothing to say.
Right.
And they're like, oh, he's a musical genius. No, he's got a good voice.
Yeah, he found a way to do it. Yeah, when they say, like, again, Kanye West, who I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get, and they're just, and everybody, he's a genius. I go, how is he a genius? And then you put on some song, and it's just some dumbass lyrics. dude.
Poop, diddy, scoop. Poop.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck?
Come on.
But I guess, it's the same as Prince. I keep trying to get into Prince. I'll put on a Prince album.
I can't do it.
And I'll be like, this is so lame.
Yeah, I
This
can't.
is lame.
I can't do
It's
it.
terrible.
It's not my style. It's just not our style. I mean,
There's some good ones in there, but it's like 1 out of 30.
like I said,
I know people are yelling at us right now.
I don't care. That was the only thing that I actually liked from him was that My Guitar Gently Weeps. That fucking solo that he played, I was blown away. I'm
Guitar players have said that before. They go, who's your favorite guitar player to the guys in the Who or something, and they're like Prince. Prince is the best. There's been so many of these rock and roll guys that are like, I watch Prince is amazing.
I'd say he's good, but I wouldn't say he's the best. I mean,
There's been other, like Jeff Beck was just like, he's incredible.
Well, let me ask you, who do you think, in your opinion, who's the best guitarist that you've ever heard?
That's hard. It's hard to say.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Because there's a few that land into mind.
Well,
right?
guitarists or songwriters or whatever, because some guys, like like say like a Slash, right? Slash, he's got a cool sound, he's got a cool riff and stuff. But if you want him to play some Pantera, that's not happening.
No, definitely not.
I
got you.
It's kind of like.
But then you got people like Stevie Ray Vaughan, that can play
these guitar
everybody
virtuosos.
everybody else's songs, but I don't know how many songs he's writing on his own.
Right, when
kind
you
of
hear,
stuff,
and it's like the same. There's a drummer online. Have you seen that drummer? His name is like
The guy
he's a
with
Spanish guy, I think.
with the fucking bull ring, and he plays
He
with
plays
one
sick.
hand.
The one-handed guy.
fucking drinking.
He's incredible, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's in a band now, and it's awful.
Yes.
The band is terrible.
I saw that, and I've seen that with a lot of musicians too, like really great musicians, and then they get into a band, and the band's just not not for what you're doing.
Yeah.
I can see what you're doing.
Also, like bands and things like that, there's an energy. Things need to click.
That's right.
So it's like when like Dave Grohl tried to do a super group with the guy from Queens of the Stone Age and the guy from like Led Zeppelin or whatever.
Yeah.
And that band was god awful.
Bombed. Yeah.
And it was called like Damn Dirty Vultures or something like that.
Well, you know, it's one band that a lot of
Awful.
people fucking keep telling me, and they like, most of them like a lot of the same music that I do, and they keep telling me that they're so great and they love them and I can't stand them. Is Five Finger Death Punch.
I can't get into it either.
I can't fucking handle it, dude.
I can't handle it either.
Dude, it to me it sounds so corporate.
Yeah,
It sounds corporate to me.
yeah, it's like corporate jock metal.
yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you. I was looking for more words to it, but I'm like, I don't know how, how to describe my.
It's incredibly overproduced.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just
and I'm just disgusted with it.
yeah.
right?
It's. I mean,
It could have been good if it was just raw and like fucking you.
and I'm not hating that they're killing it, but I'm just saying it's like now fighting what we're saying, things change sometimes. On like because I used to really hate like Godsmack, right, and fucking Disturbed. I hated it.
I hated
now I'm
Godsmack,
in the
Disturbed.
gym, fucking going hell yeah. You know what I mean? You're
I
just
hated
like,
Godsmack. Disturbed, I didn't mind so much, but I wouldn't go and buy their shit,
Yeah.
or go to their shows or anything like that. But the older I've gotten too, those because you've gotten used to their songs and stuff.
Maybe that's it.
And
Well, I think it's actually the opposite. I'm not used to the songs
Well-
because I hated them and I never listened to it.
well, you know the songs though, and every so often from a bunch of sissy music that fucking people want to play all the time, they play like Chop Suey, and you're like, what the fuck, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for that, man. I was just listening to fucking. What's that guy's name? Yanni or
Yanni.
Walking through this convenience store, dude. Fucking, they're playing Yanni.
Yeah,
and
there's
shit.
all that or all the sissy shit that people are listening to right now. The mumble rap.
I
And
can
whatever.
definitely
Just
tell you who my favorite,
Mumble rap.
I think
So
the
stupid.
best guitarist that's ever.
Okay, go
walked,
ahead.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, the best guitarist. Interesting. Now, that's hard to say because, like, it's the. I guess you should say what's the best. Who's the best guitarist at what they do?
Right.
Because if he tries to play like some Eric Clapton shit, he'll never be able to do that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And I'm sure vice versa. Like Slash tried to play Hendrix.
Yeah.
Fucking Hendrix plays Slash. You can do the notes, but you can't play with their style. But what I liked about Hendrix, that fucker would just bend his guitar, play with his fucking toes, play behind his head, play with his fucking teeth. Dude, the guy was music.
Yeah.
The guy was music.
He was electric guitar.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I think you and me, I've played with guys where they can fucking jam by themselves, but when it comes time to play in a band, it's hard for them to just sit on a G note.
Yeah.
You can't just be there. You can't give
just
me
hold it.
You can't give
Can't
me
hold
a good social distortion. You can't do that.
No,
Like
like don't.
And I've had these guys. I've played with these guys before, and I go, Jesus Christ! I was watching you shred over there. I just need you to crunch a G note.
Just
you
one.
can't do it. Yeah. So it's like everyone's kind of got their niche, I think, But or like I've known great musicians that you ask them to write a song, and it's a disaster.
Well, that's a fact. I know my spot. Like when it comes to guitar, I'm rhythm. I cannot be a lead. I don't. I've only learned a few lead songs. I've only written a few lead songs. Wasn't happy with anything that I wrote, and the stuff that I do play, like I don't know. A lead guy, I don't care about it. I don't care about the noodling.
I think for the most part, you're kind of gravitated towards certain things. I think, especially musically, right?
Yep.
So sometimes you just like you think rhythmically, you think melodically, you think all these different ways. So I think you find your lane. But I've always said that the greatest answer to I've said this before. It was Fletcher from Pennywise when they go, what advice would you give to young guitar player or young musicians trying to come up in a band? He's like, get really good at what you do. Who cares about what everybody else does?
Right.
And he goes, I'm a shitty guitar player, but I'm the best Pennywise player ever. So I was like, there you go. It's a great.
And in my opinion, Fletcher's way better.
He's
than
not
I-
a
than
shitty
I've-
guitar player.
No, he's not by one fucking. But
But I get his point though, where it's
Yeah.
like if he's comparing himself to Slash or whatever, he's like, look, He's like, I can't do what Slash does, but Slash can't play in Pennywise.
No, definitely. He couldn't play that fucking fast, dude.
I mean, that is fast to do triplets. Like, that's hard. Dude, if anyone's tried to do that, it's very hard.
That dude's fucking awesome. I always love watching Fletcher play, dude.
Yeah, but I like that point, is get good at you.
Yep.
Get good at what you do.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. That's all you do. You know, it's like you know, how good, you know, Ian, are you good at guitar player? No, but I'm the best Go-Go Rad's got. You know, so it's like you gotta stay in your lane.
Yep.
Stay in your lane. Like anytime there's a super group, it's a disaster because
that's always been it wasn't.
I'm not gonna say
it wasn't a super group, but the one collaboration that fucking Chris Cornell and Eddie Vedder did with the Temple of the Dog.
Temple of the Dog, nice.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good actually.
It was.
That's funny. I had no idea that was a collaboration back in the day. I'm going hungry.
Oh, I knew it right away. I was like, what the fuck is Eddie's voice doing this part? And then now I hear Chris, because as soon as you hear Chris's voice, you know who it is, dude. You know, you're like,
yeah, but now obviously this is a bad. This is a bad example because everybody likes this band, but I don't. I thought Audio Slave was this boring. It was boring.
It was a disaster.
It was just boring. It was boring. Rage Against the Machine with Chris Cornell singing over it.
It was depressed Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
With Chris's voice over it. Yeah, that's what it was.
And then anytime like Rage Against the Machine has done something without what's his face in it, it sucks.
Zach De La Rocha?
Yeah. It just sucks. You need a fucking Italian to rap over it and sing about Che Guevara.
Is he really Italian?
Yeah.
I always wonder what
De
the
La
fuck
Rocha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I've seen them a few times.
Am I right about that? I think I'm right. Go ahead and fact check me on that one.
Nah, I don't want to.
Okay, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
It's fucking Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. Because I'm talking shit, you know, so it's like.
But actually, a band that I really didn't care about until I saw them live when they came when we were overseas. It was for a USO show. It was Papa Roach.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, did they blow me away with their live show, dude?
Nice.
Fucking great band to see live, dude.
That's what I heard.
Highly recommend it.
I used to hate Papa Roach, too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was funny. I was like, fine, I'll fucking go. I got nothing else to do.
But I, you know, like, especially nowadays, I give a lot of props to guys that are especially been around since the 90s or early 2000s. They're still rocking out and still doing their thing.
The ringer, dude.
Yeah, you can.
With all this PC bullshit and fucking, you know, the way the world turns.
And getting quote unquote your shows canceled because you have some political view or whatever.
Getting accused of some bullshit you never did.
You know, Michael Graves got his shows canceled, you know, because of his political views, you know, so he strictly went to, now he's touring Spain and Argentina.
Is that right?
Yeah, because he's like the U.S. Fuck that.
Because I did see something recently. He's doing acoustic stuff still, right?
Yeah, he just does.
Yeah, because I got something sent to me, you know, and when I looked at it, it reminded me of that time we were at the joint. What was that? Buffalo Wild Wings or something. We were up the street and fucking. You're like, holy shit! We were just talking about Michael Graves and
right,
like, yeah, he's fucking.
Yep. And then it pops up.
Yep, pops up.
The algorithm.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, because Michael Graves is a very outspoken Republican, right?
Yeah.
Which is funny. The singer of, you know, the Misfits, you know.
Well, when I was a kid, when I read the inside of Famous Monsters, and then at the very end, you know, where he thanks God, I was like, he believes in God? That's crazy.
He's a very outspoken Christian Republican and big Trump supporter.
But that was when I was a young kid, and I really bought into all this shit, like, you know, like Slayer worships the devil and shit like that, you know, and stuff like that. I really kind of thought that they might have, you know, and come to find
sells
out,
records.
Tom Araya is a fucking hardcore Christian.
Yeah, sells records.
Dave Mustaine's a fucking, he's a born again Christian. You ever hear where he said that he put some kind of spells in some of his songs?
Yeah, Dave Mustaine, every once in a while.
He's got to be fucking around, right?
Either he's fucking around or he's starting to lose it. Because he's still a bitter dude for Metallica.
Yeah.
You see here, he still can't let it go.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
And because they're like, what's your favorite Megadeth album? Or what's your favorite song that in Megadeth that you play guitar to? And he's like, my favorite song that I've ever played guitar to is not Megadeth. And I went to fucking Kill 'Em All, you know, and I was like, Well, that's my favorite Metallica album. I'll be honest with you. That's that one right
Yeah,
there.
he's still burnt. I mean, Megadeth is a huge hit. I mean, people still love Megadeth.
I love
but
Megadeth.
he's, I guess the band that, Metallica's the biggest metal band ever. So
Yeah, well, and
that
there's a lot of lines crossed with that band. I mean, but Mustaine's whole deal was.
But he got kicked out. He
got kicked
didn't
out
leave,
because
yeah.
he was a drunk fucking druggie, dude.
I mean, look,
what do you think's gonna happen?
If you get kicked out, that means it's not working. It's just not working, guys.
What do you think's gonna happen when you're a drunk druggie in a fucking band? What, they're just gonna wait around for you to sober up? No, you're gonna die.
Yeah, but the thing is too, it's like well, so was James Hetfield was no angel. Yeah, but it's his band, so like
Right.
like he can't leave.
Right. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna tell the founder, hey, I know you built this whole
It's kind of
foundation and
a-
everything for
yeah.
me to stand on, but I'm planning on taking over.
But like he got kicked out, although like Jason Newsted leaving Metallica, that's got to be wild. He's got to think about that every day. He's got to think about that every day.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't regret it because he likes playing his own band at these tiny ass clubs, But I don't know. He's got to think about it. Be like, holy shit.
Newstead was definitely awesome.
Jason Newsted basically is Pete Best. You know who Pete Best is?
Yeah.
But he quit the Beatles.
Yeah. But I will admit that he's no Cliff Burton. Cliff Burton was absolutely my favorite Metallica bassist of all time.
I don't know, man. Jason Newsted, when he had that long hair, he looked pretty fucking cool.
He
dude.
looked cool. But Cliff, dude, you could always count on Cliff to be wearing the Misfits shirt. He was like my same image of me when I was his age and shit.
I saw a cool picture of an old Cliff Burton picture when he's in Metallica and he's going like this with his skull rings like that.
Yeah.
And his father did
I know the one you're
you
talking
see that
about.
one?
Yeah,
Did the
yeah.
exact same thing with the
Yeah.
skull rings. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. But it's got to be to leave a band that, I mean, Metallica was already huge when he left.
Yep.
But I think he left thinking he was going to go off and do his own thing and be successful,
I think he made his nut.
I think he's fine. I think
he made his
I
nut,
think he's
dude.
fine. I'm just trying to figure out leaving, a band that's that huge.
I mean, I wouldn't do it.
But also he's a young man. See, like Fieldy just left Korn, right?
Yeah.
But these guys they're mid 50s.
Yeah.
They're done. Like Fieldy's like I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. So you kind of get it. He didn't leave in his 20s or
Well, there's a sad one due to Tom Petty.
Just think about it.
You
Does
know-
that make you feel old? How old Korn is?
Yes, it does actually, because they're still
Korn's classic
they're
rock.
still young in my mind, dude.
You turn on classic rock station, it's got Blind
I still
playing.
see the baggy pants, too, and shit.
You still get the twisted hair and the baggy pants. Yeah, and that's classic rock, dude.
Yeah.
What that is to kids, check it out. Here, let me. What that is to kids is what the Who is to us, right?
I've noticed, dude, because I have been in my dad's fucking car, and all of a sudden they're playing Dr. Dre on like Arrow or some shit like that. One of his classic rock channels, and I was like, Is this really happening right now? He's like, I don't want to listen to this song. He'll change it, and he'll go to something else, and it'll be from my fucking era, and it's still
Nirvana,
on a
yeah.
different classic rock section.
Yeah, Nirvana came on classic rock. I was like, what the hell?
I mean, how old does it have to be to become classic?
20 years.
Is it 20?
20. Yeah,
Fuck, it's been over 20.
it's over 20 years. Yeah, all these guys, Rancid, fucking NoFX,
I know,
everybody.
they're still young and angry in my mind, dude.
Yes, but it's classic rock.
know.
It's
Sucks.
20 years, like a car.
Yep.
What a car is 20 years. It's a classic. Crazy, right? We're classics.
Double classics, bitch.
We're double classics. But it's funny to be like, Dad, you're so old listening to Sepultura.
These guys are weak.
These guys are weak. See, I don't think they could say those guys are weak though.
No, they can't.
Like, I mean, I think they say other things, not weak. Like our insult would be like fucking lame, gay, right?
Yeah.
Their insult is just, I guess, out of touch is their insult. You're so out of touch.
I don't know. I'm
No,
thinking.
what is the insult for kids? That
I don't know. I'm thinking of Sepultura songs, and I'm like, they still hold water to today.
bloody roots.
Yeah. Refuse.
Yeah,
Resist.
yeah.
That shit was
Dad,
dope.
what do you listen to? Oh, it's so stupid.
Sepultura is this shit.
I gotta see because your son likes that music, so I'd love to know what others like if someone's bumping whatever, dude, Metallica or Pantera, and their son is like, Dad, what are you listening to? It's so old.
I don't know, because he always tells me.
Although the '90s are starting to become a fad again, so.
Well, he always tells me, he was like, hey, Dad, you know my friend over here? And I'm like, well, now I do. You're showing him to me. He's like, I really like him. He's a lot like me, and he likes Metallica, or he likes the Misfits, or he likes, he does what I used to do, and I'm like, if you like the same music that I do, then we can talk. Right. Because other than that, it's always going to boil down to music. And if you're telling me Mariah Carey is definitely the generation's speaker of peace and fucking.
Yeah. What Angel was telling me, which was interesting. He was telling me about his son, not his young son, but his older son. He went He worked out with his son and his friends, and he said his friends were he was embarrassed of his father because his father was putting up a lot of weight. You know what I mean? Like putting up weight was an embarrassment to the kids. You know what I mean?
Well, then again, so it was like, I have seen,
and he was like, "Wait, are you embarrassed because your father can fucking throw up weight?" That's insane.
I have seen the rich kids when I was when I went to Lakewood, because I grew up with a couple of them, and I remember them fucking them saying, "I don't want my parents to pull up in the Cadillac that they drive." Mm-hmm. I'm like, why not? Shit's fucking dope, dude. You got fucking leather seats and all kinds of shit. I don't even know anything about ass warmers and shit. And they're like, no, because that's embarrassing. I'm like, the fuck do you mean that's embarrassing? Well, like the fucking beat up car that fucking my folks pulled me up in.
Yeah, you mean the Datsun? Yeah. The brown Datsun with the hubcap falling off?
Do you really think that that's embarrassing to me? Because it's not.
I think... Now, I'll back them a little bit. Kids, yeah, you do, because kids will make fun of everything. So if you're a rich kid, someone's going to be like, you're fucking rich kid, blah, you're sissy, right? And then if you're a poor kid, they're like, poor kid.
Yeah, but no matter what, you're going to get called something.
Either way, you're getting called something.
So why not just say, I don't care what, they drive a fucking vehicle. It moves.
It's got to be crazy see, I'm not a parent, but it's got to be, but I am an older brother, and it is funny when they are embarrassed. I remember my little sister was embarrassed of me one time because of I had a cut off T-shirt that I had
with the sleeves.
With my sleeves were cut off. Right.
I was told about that before,
and that embarrassed her. I was like, that embarrassed you? I was like, check this out. You fucking shit. Yeah. What's that? What?
How is that embarrassing?
Are you? I'm doing it in front of her friends. What? You embarrassed of that? What are you talking about, man? Polk High, baby, number 33. What are you embarrassed of? But I guess actually now that I'm saying it more, I guess I'm back in Angel's son a little bit. But maybe he was just he took it as like the kids are embarrassed that your father is a physical guy versus an intellectual, or versus you know what I'm saying?
What I've been told is that I'm
versus a hipster, I guess.
What I'm told is I'm scary.
Okay, that's what he gets too. Yeah.
I'm a scary individual.
So I say wear glasses. If you want to help that, if you don't want, I think wear glasses. I've done that before, so I try to get jobs, I'll wear glasses. Just so I don't.
Did you get those jobs?
Nah, I never get jobs. Because I still busted their balls in their lame shoes. No.
But he did push up his glasses.
I did push up the glasses, wow.
Oh, yeah.
No, I am the worst. I can't get jobs. Nobody hires me for shit, man. It's impossible.
Well,
like regular jobs, no one will hire me for shit. Nobody. It's really crazy.
Oh, well, there's not a whole lot of jobs for real men nowadays, dude.
Thank you for saying that, Justin. Appreciate that.
I got you.
Yeah. I mean, just out of curiosity, one time it was in between back in the day when I first moved to Hollywood, and then I was working in a studio, and then I quit that when I was moving on to another studio. I was like, fucking for the time being, I'll go work in pro audio at Guitar Center. Mm-hmm. I go in there for a job interview. I didn't get the job. I go, how am I not getting the job? I know more than everybody in here. How am I not getting the job? I work in studios. I work in where you guys are trying to get.
Yeah. I just heard your guys' sales pitch about this shit over
here. And I thought I'd get nothing. And I thought I'd get the job. I'd be like, I've been working in studios for the last, I was like, easy
money, right?
Easy money. I do this for a living, And then it was like, oh, sorry. I was like, fucking really? You're out of your mind.
Well, I've had the flip side of that coin to where I can get certain jobs that I want to go after.
Yeah.
But then when they tell me how much they want to pay me, I'm like, is that an insult?
Yeah, I mean, especially those sort of things, because there's so many college students that are willing to work for nothing.
Yeah, pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on the dollar, just to say they're doing that. Like if it is a cool job, right? So, and that's kind of a big thing. Like any sort of entertainment or any sort of tech, a lot of guys are they're just pulling interns. They're just pulling fucking kids.
Getting work for free.
Getting work for free, and these kids will be like, "Yeah, I'm working my way up," Which there's truth to that too.
Yeah, but that's always a fluff method that they use. And they go to the clubs and they see this girl. See, I work over here at this fucking job. Yeah, you're just an intern.
I work at Universal Studios. Yeah, you're a page. You're for free.
Exactly.
Shut up. You have that dumb page outfit that they give you. Sometimes you have shorts on. It's crazy looking. You have those page. Anyone that's seen these, I don't know if you ever seen those like network pages. Mm-hmm. And a page is like an intern. Is someone who runs is a fuck boy. Runs around and stuff.
The gopher.
The gopher, yeah. Yep. And then when it's super hot, sometimes they can wear shorts, and it looks insane.
Like SpongeBob SquarePants.
I don't. To be honest, I don't even know what SpongeBob really looks like. More like a. Well, I'm aware, but I don't know what his pants look like.
With little short. Hang on.
I'm just saying, yeah, or like they look like mailmen, like little mailman shorts.
Yeah. You're gonna.
And their ankle socks and their fucking uncool shoes that they always wear. Like network pages are the dorkiest people I've ever seen in my life. Like I think they have to be dorky. Oh yeah.
There you go.
SpongeBob has like a suit on.
He's got like it's the world's smallest suit.
He's got like an Al Bundy suit.
He's got a suit of booty shorts, dude.
What a crazy character. What an insane character. Anytime I think of SpongeBob, I think of the characters on Hollywood Boulevard, Jenna. Right there off of Mann's Chinese Theater, and all the characters dressed up like Spider-Man, dressed up like,
I got you.
And one guy was, dressed up like Spider-Man or Thor or all these, to take pictures with tourists and shit. Yep. And one time I saw there was SpongeBob, right?
Pedo.
Yeah, it was one time I saw it was SpongeBob, and they want tips for taking pictures with tourists.
Oh, of course.
But they don't tell them it's tips, so they'll take a picture, then they fleece them for the tip, right?
Yep. Oldest gag.
And it's funny, and so SpongeBob, I guess SpongeBob in the cartoon talks like this, right? Mm-hmm. He has like a SpongeBob voice, and so the guy had the voice, but he was fleecing this family with the voice. He's like, "It's $10, honey, $10. Let's go." Oh, and you're just like, "Oh shit!" He's in this fucking outfit. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, dude. It was so funny because he kept the voice.
Oh, the whole way through, dude.
The whole way through.
Wouldn't let go.
And then the father's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, shit. There's $10."
SpongeBob's demanding fucking
SpongeBob just robbed my ass.
SpongeBob wants some Krabby Patties.
Yeah, and whoever's taking pictures with those losers is insane over there.
Yeah, really? Right, I remember when I was in
Vegas is getting worse on that.
Well, I was just going to say Vegas. When I was in Vegas with the girls, they were probably like 10, 11, something like that. They saw some showgirls walking along the strip and shit. And my daughter Sydney goes, "Daddy, she's so pretty." And I was like, "You want to take a picture with her?" And she goes, "Sure." So I go, "Hey, is it free to take a picture?" And she goes, "No, it'll be $5." And I was like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, that's why they're out there. They're trying to collect.
Yeah, but I had no idea at the time, dude. It'd been a little while since I've been there.
Yeah, everything in Vegas, you got a tip for everything. Someone opens your door, you don't even ask them. Someone takes your luggage. You're like, "Hey, give me my luggage back."
Hey, the bum robs you. You got to tip him.
Everything's a tip, man. Vegas, everything's a tip. And those people in costumes are the lowest, man, in Vegas, because you got to think of that Vegas heat, and they're in those costumes,
ball sweat and fucking armpits, dude.
Not one Superman is buff. Not one Spider-Man is buff. He's got bitch hips. He's got he's got bitch tits.
Yeah, you kind of question yourself, like, is that a girl?
Yeah, and they're trying to do Spider-Man poses like with him, and their fat belly popping out. God damn! When do you become that guy, dude?
The roll comes out on the side, dude.
When does that happen in life?
But he puts his arm out, like he's doing the web,
Holy
so he
shit.
covers it up.
And you don't know he's wearing a mask. So you don't know what scumbag is under there.
Exactly.
And you see him walking home sometimes. They'll be holding the mask. They're walking home in their socks. They're filthy socks.
Filthy, sweaty dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should be cleared out. You're like, get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm being taxed on my money, you son of a bitch.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here. You don't get to be a Spider-Man on Hollywood
Yeah,
Boulevard.
you don't get to be something for nothing.
Well, I mean, it's also lame. Hey, for the time that you're spending out here, you could be, everybody that's dressed up as Spider-Man, all in Hollywood, all want to be actors. They all want to be writers and actors. So you should be writing. Stop wasting time. What are you earning today? $25? Fucking go home and audition. Jesus Christ.
Get some extra jobs, fucking keep your face in the fucking pie, dude.
Now, I knew one of my ex-roommates was dating a Wolverine wannabe, right? Jenna knows him. Hey, and that boy, he would be, and he looked like Hugh Jackman too. Yeah, he looked just like him. Although, minus the muscles. So he was Hugh Jackman if Hugh Jackman had zero testosterone. He was Hugh not Jackman.
He was a huge act man.
Yeah. He was a huge ass man. Yeah, I mean, but he was out there all the time, and he became friends with a lot of these guys. So there was a Johnny Depp impersonator that I met one time, and this guy looks like Johnny Depp. So they just started becoming friends with these impersonators that their whole life is trying to be that guy. But then what's funny, the Johnny Depp impersonator would like show up at a party, and he'd still be in the Johnny Depp garb,
The fucking pirates, fucking
in the
shit.
voice, the whole try to act like him, and you be talking to him. You're like, bro, forget it.
It's enough, dude. It's enough.
You go, and maybe that's just me because if I'm taking my time to talk to you, well, let's talk. We're having
Let's be real.
Let's be real. Take the voice off.
Yeah.
If we want to talk about your impersonation, take the voice off.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's really ridiculous. I want to see behind the scenes. You know what I mean? You get the bang chicks like this or no?
Yeah. What are you getting? Are you getting 4s or are you getting 10s? Let's figure this out.
All right, here's a fun game that I came across. So you're having a 3-way. Okay? Would you rather, and it has to equal 10 with the two girls, right? So like a 2 and an 8, right? Okay. So what would you rather have? A 9 and a 1? You could, and like whatever your 9 is, your Hispanic chick you like.
Selma
Hayek, right? That's your 10, right?
No, my wife's a 10.
You son of a bitch. Don't play that game. We're not playing wives. Son of a bitch. No.
Yeah, I'd be banging Selma while my wife licked my butt. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, no, but you. That'd be awesome.
Just kidding.
Dude. I'll manage your OnlyFans. No, say you're not married.
All right.
And you get to pick any 3-way.
All right.
But it has to equal 10.
Has to equal 10.
Yeah. And where did I hear this? I heard this from somebody funny, and I can't remember. Oh, Adam Carolla. Right. That's who I heard it from. Right. So Adam, yeah, I think that's so. Who would you split the difference? A 5 and a 5? But you got to remember, the 9s are Selma Hayek. Mm-hmm. Like So if a 5,
but then if I got Selma, then that means I got some kind of creature lurking in the
You
darkness.
got a creature.
I got a creature lurking in the darkness.
You got a creature, and you got to pay attention to both because that's how a 3-way works.
Yep.
Yeah. Because
I think I would do the old traditional 60-40. I'd do
you do a 6 and a 4.
Yeah.
Do a 6 and a 4. So a 6. Yep. Let's just talk celebrities. Baron, get out of Sparrow's butt. He's in her butt.
I'm talking about licking butts.
You talking about licking butts? Baron went right to
that's where I got it from.
He went right to the butt, and Sparrow's just sleeping perfectly. She's like, no problem. Hey, Baron, I don't want vagina or butt licking.
Hang on, let me grab another beer. You need one?
Yes, please. Yeah,
Baron, come on, man.
Baron only does this when there's company. He only does this when there's company. He's like a kid. You know how kids act up? Like kids do that. I used to do that too when I was a kid. You're a perfect kid, and then someone comes over. All of a sudden, they throw a ball through a window. Yeah, I got to impress you. Hey, Ian, watch this. They throw a ball right into the TV, and the fucking father hits him in the back of the head. It all backfires. Then he cries. Then he cries and runs off. And then now I'm in an awkward position. I just want to go home. Yeah. You make me a bad guy. You think this hurts me more than it hurts you? You think I want to do this? And then the father, and then the mother's like, Stanley, no! And he's like, shut up, you! I told you what would happen next time you mouth off when we have company. Ian's over. And I'm like, I'm really in an awkward position right now.
Hey, I'm ready to go home. Did I just leave?
Yeah. See what happens when you leave me on the mic by myself, dude? Don't do that. I'll start creating a scenario where it's right to the moon, Alice.
It's always right to the moon.
Yeah. I always like that. You look back and you're like, was he talking about punching her in the face? Holy shit. God damn, he was wild. He's a wild boy. And then he had the friend that always had this new idea. Look at this new idea, right? We're going to make a lot of money.
Oh, dude, did you ever see that one? Who made fun of it? It was, was it fucking Chappelle or?
Oh, you got limes. Nice, bro.
Yeah, who was it where he was talking about it? What if fucking the honeymooners, the two friends were gay? And he's like, Nort, I've been watching you lately.
I do remember that. Was that Chappelle?
I can't remember who it was, but I just remember laughing my ass off.
It was one of those spoofs, yeah.
Because I've never even thought about that, dude. I was like, oh, that's fucking funny, dude.
They're probably gay. That's why he's talking about Alice, dude. Alice got to get out of there. Alice, where's Alice's friends, dude? Alice's friends got to be like, hey, look, he keeps talking about punching you in the face.
You know,
And I'm a little worried that he might do it. Because he is a drinker.
Yeah, back out of this situation.
Because he is drunk. He hates his job. He does have a dipshit best friend.
He hates everything. I mean, you know, kind of.
Yeah, Jackie Gleason. Yeah,
Yep,
good old Jackie Gleason.
Oh, there's a quote that I fucking, a little short that I saved from him, dude, but it was, I forget what the fuck it was, but I couldn't stop laughing. And the little title over the top said, imagine if they played this now. And I was like, I'm watching it now. What do you mean, imagine?
You know what? You make a very good point. We say that a lot now because it is a thing, like watching Married with Children.
Yeah,
You're like, man, you can't get away with that.
I still
but
watch it.
It is on Hulu to watch.
My son knows fucking more episodes than most people.
So I mean, you are making a good point. We keep saying that. Well, imagine if they made that now. It's almost like
imagine, do.
It's kind of like, and you know what? Quentin Tarantino made a good point about that too, where he was on Rogan's show, and Joe Rogan asked him like, "You got to be." This is Rogan saying to Tarantino, saying, "You got to be grandfathered in because the stuff you do is just, you know." And Tarantino's like, "What do you mean? You just do it?
Yeah.
You just do it?
Yeah.
You know?" And it's like, but again, Rogan made a good point. Is like, well. You also don't have to worry about funding. Everybody will fund you.
That's true.
You're Quentin Tarantino.
You got privilege over fucking.
You will get funded no matter what happens. Yep. So that is a good point. But also, Tarantino's point is also very valid. Right. Just do it. Stop being a bitch.
Yeah.
Just we're in like these things could be racist, and then Tarantino goes, "What's racist? What? I'm telling a story. What are you talking about?" Yeah. He doesn't even play it. You're like, you tell me what it is. What's racist about it? I'm telling a story. It's a story. You know.
And for the fact that I know that Tarantino is a weird motherfucker.
He's a weird guy. Yeah.
But at least he makes a lot of sense.
Can we say movie genius?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
That counts as genius right there. Yeah.
Because damn near, I don't think there's one Tarantino movie that I haven't seen that I didn't like.
They're great. Yeah. I mean, but you just made a perfect point. It's like, well, you can't do this now. It is on TV.
I'm doing it.
It's literally on Hulu right now. You can watch.
Yep.
You can watch. But I think what they're saying is it's hard to get funded with that sort of thing.
Well, they're trying to say if say me and you were to make a movie like that nowadays, that we wouldn't be able to get off the ground unless we had somebody.
You'd have to find a backing, sure.
Right.
Oh, you always have to find a backing. But you know what? We can make a movie like that. They can make a movie like that. They don't have the balls to because they're afraid of blowback. As to where, but what they don't know is a lot of times blowback will make your shit popular.
That's true.
It'll sell it.
Because what's that old saying? Any publicity is good publicity.
It's good publicity, yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's bad or good.
Absolutely.
Because let me ask you, do you know anything that's happened to Sean Combs? You know, fucking P. Diddy from all that shit?
Oh, P. Dizzle?
Yeah, nothing's happened to him.
Nah, he'll be fine, dude.
Not one thing.
He'll be fine, but he's also a black guy, so he'll be.
He's also rich as fuck.
Well, so is the other guys too. I'm saying there's conspiracies against Jewish entertainers, not black entertainers. Black entertainers can get away with whatever they want. The Jews are getting hit. And I really think, because what are the odds? There's a Weinstein, there's a Nico. Well, Jews are evil, and then you go, you and your hook noses, you and your filthy, greedy, Jew-having, kike-flying, fucking. God damn, Ian, take it easy, bud.
Hey, we'll talk about flag flying. So I'm coming up 4th Street the other day, in Long Beach.
Yeah,
and they got
it's riddled with rainbows,
all different kinds of flags.
Which is your favorite flag?
Oh, definitely my favorite flag.
Yep.
That one I hold dear to my heart.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling up the street.
Dear to your cock. Yeah.
Yeah, right near my ass. And
dear to your asshole.
Yeah,
the rainbow flag I
right
hold
at my
dear,
gooch.
Dear,
right at my gooch.
Dear to my AIDS-ridden asshole.
So I'm rolling up the street, dude. And normally, right above that movie theater, where they have the Rocky Horror Picture Show and all that arts theater and stuff. So they have that weird one that's like a sideways triangle with the fucking gay flag and stuff. And they've changed that a few times, like the colors and all this weird stuff that they changed. Now they have one above that one that's smaller, which looks weird, but it's the rainbow flag, and then it almost looks like a triangle of a checkered flag, which I don't understand, and it's just getting...
I mean, it's a new...
Yeah. They got a brand new one.
Well, because what they're doing, here's what's happening. It is, they're being toppers. They're trying to top each other. So it's like, there's the gays. The gays won they're like, yes, we're finally free. We can finally marry and walk about, and nobody tries to lynch us or anything, right? And then trans were like, hold my gay beer. Okay?
Hold my Zima. Hold my Zima.
Hold my gay Dick's beer. I'm over here shopping at Dick's Sporting Goods. Hold on. But what I'm saying is there's a constant topper. So now that trans people are like, I'm the one being oppressed. I'm the victim. And now people are like, all right, fuck, we don't care about trans people. Now there's another one, right? Now we're going into, there's another fluidity of sexual situations. So now it's just imploding.
I know.
And really what needs to happen, this is what I compared this to, and see if you can back me on this.
All right.
What's happening right now is the gays need to start being like, hey, you're ruining it.
Let's corral you motherfuckers. You're going outside the wire.
You're ruining it. We don't like you now.
Yep.
And I'm comparing this to Nazi skinheads.
But
as to where the original skinheads was like, what are you doing?
Well,
hey, you're ruining this for me.
But I think that's them old school gays.
Yeah.
Them old school gays would not throw everything in front of your face and just fucking be like, you need to listen to me and hear what I have to say right now kind of shit. Them old school gays would just be like,
Old school gays are just going about their life.
Yeah, just carrying on like the rest of us and such.
They're just carrying on, being Prince.
But then again, can you get old being gay?
We said that too. Where's the old trannies?
Right?
Where
can you get old, or is
that? I was thinking that the other day. I go, where either that or like old gays. Either that or once they, or probably what it is.
Hey, Biden doesn't count.
Biden doesn't count. Biden and Kamala doesn't count.
Yeah.
No, all.
I know, but I'm putting words in.
Well, also
because nobody can hear you right now.
Also, too, by the time they reach a maturity, like the gay folks reach a maturity, they go, "Oh my God, that was stupid."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So they're not. You don't see them because you don't need to. They're not. They're not in your way.
I really think that it falls into the biblical stuff, dude. They realize it. That shit ain't the way, dude.
It doesn't matter. The problem is you can't turn back. Once you've blown a dude, you're always gay.
Well, we're always going to call you gay, but in the eyes of the Lord, you can still be forgiven. You can repent.
No. When they die and go to heaven, Jesus is going to be like, gay.
He's going to give you a cloak with dicks on.
Gay. Jesus, look, we think Jesus doesn't have a sense of humor? Huh? You're telling me Jesus can't hit a curveball?
No, you just don't go to heaven. You just don't go, dude.
Nah, Jesus lets you in. He's like, I gotta bust your balls first.
Wait,
you
you gotta repent.
Did you take anal?
Ugh.
Jesus was like, did you do anal? Which
And
was it just a hand job? Did you have a sock over your hand?
You chose to do that? You know, I got a room full of guys back here that was in prison that hated that shit.
The guy's like, hey, I needed the job. I wore a glove. I wore a surgical glove.
You got a bunch of children saying, yeah, we fucking hate faggots too because they fucking rape the shit out of us.
Jesus Christ.
All
You
right.
ruined my joke.
There we go.
Jesus Christ. You ruined my joke by throwing a sword in there, dude. A sharp sword.
It was like an olive, dude, you know, and I
It's-
just
it's- 'cause
speared
it's-
it with the toothpick.
I'm trying to play off the funny joke that gay dude shows up and Jesus is like, gay?
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny to be like that. It's funny to think that. But what sucks though, and this is going back to that, and we'll close out because I wanted to make this exactly an hour. What sucks though is that because it is a fad, being gay is a fad,
I've learned that.
and being trans and whatnot is cool right now, right? But a lot of these things you can't turn back on. That's the problem.
That word has ruined so many lives. Oh, it's so cool.
It's cool to be gender fluid. It's cool, but the problem is if you're really not a gay guy and you because it was cool and you did some gay shit, well, guess what? There's no going back. And I know women don't understand this. Women will never understand this theory.
Not at all.
Every man understands what I'm talking about, and it's okay. I get it because it doesn't apply to women.
Right?
It does not apply to women.
No, so you have nothing to
A
say
women
about-
can have some fun with some chicks when they were kids, and then
carry on.
and they just carry on.
Yep.
Because you guys are super hot and it works.
And I was kind of watching from
Like
the
my-
sidelines too.
My bro science, you know, it works because you're hot. Because it's my favorite category.
Yeah, because everybody else everywhere was like, hell yeah. Let me check that shit
Yeah.
out.
Because at a party, everybody likes watching two chicks kiss. When
Yeah.
two guys kiss, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Dude, get the fuck
Like, holy
out of here,
shit.
man. Fucking.
You tried killing my buzz over here.
Dan, come on, man. You drank out of the same cup as I did.
You tried to killing my buzz. You trying to fuck, dude? You trying to
You trying to buy my dinner?
you trying to
Fuck outta here with
trying
that.
to fuck, bro? Is that what you're trying to do? Trying to give me anal?
What the hell's wrong with you? Do you see her over there?
That's got to be wild.
Girls are so much fucking dude.
That's got to be wild to be like the first time like a guy that isn't gay wants to be gay and goes for anal and gets it, right? His mind has got to be going insane. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to think about what you're saying.
You know what I mean? His mind has got to be like, holy shit, this is crazy.
I don't know.
What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing?
I don't know. Can we move on to something
Okay,
else?
sorry. I just. But I mean, it is kind of an interesting thing to think about because when you find out you're not gay, it's like, oh no, because there's no turning back. It's like getting it like right when you started getting tattooed, you're like, oh damn, I didn't want to get my girlfriend's name on me.
No, what was that Aries Spears joke, dude? Where he was like, you know, sometimes Italians say sayings that I don't understand, like half a fag, and he's like, what? You got the dick halfway down your throat, and you're like, half a fag. Realized you didn't like
I do enjoy when an Italian was like, it's a half a fag, but half a fag, what does that mean?
That's what he's saying. He's like, you got the dick halfway down your throat, and you're like, it's not for me.
I would say half a fag means you're on your way.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
You tweeze your eyebrows.
You're getting there, buddy.
Yep.
Nah, plenty of cholos tweeze their eyebrows.
Exactly.
They're not gay.
Oh yeah, you've seen the gay cholos? Those boys are wilding out.
Any dude that tweezes his fucking
Even if he has a
eyebrows-
unibrow?
well, no, you burn that shit with the lighter, dude. Come on.
What are you talking about? You can't burn your skin. You gotta get that out of your
No,
skin.
you flame kiss it and
See,
just
but you don't-
singe the hairs.
You don't have any eyebrows, much like I don't either.
Yeah, but I do have a fucking somewhat of a unibrow that I just burn this shit
No,
out.
you don't. You do.
Yeah.
You burn your own face.
Yeah, well, no, flame kiss.
You flame kiss the things.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
No, that's the easiest way. What am I gonna shave it like some fucking kind of fairy law?
Nah, dude. You take tweezers.
I'm gonna be like, oh, that's
You have
even,
your girl do it.
it's even fairier, dude. Tweezers.
I can't do that because I don't have any eyebrows to grow. But I would have my girl do it. And I'd get fucking tweezed.
I just burn that shit off, dude. You're
What's
good
the
to go.
difference between getting like a facial?
What, me giving a girl a facial or?
What's What's the difference between getting a facial?
That's me giving a girl a facial is completely different than what I'm talking about.
What's the difference between no, like you know what a facial is though, like that you scrub and get the pores and they get the fucking
yeah. I've heard of
not
such,
like pH facial.
I've heard of such things.
Yeah. You get I got one a long time ago. My girlfriend got me one as a birthday present. Because they're supposed to exfoliate and get all the fucking shit. My face was so red and fucked up looking after it. I was like, this is crazy. What are you guys doing to yourselves?
It's like a beat lobster.
Better the next day. That's the issue.
But it wasn't the better the next day. I got it the day before, and I had a show the next day. My face looked pockmarked. It was crazy. Like, I don't know what you bitches are doing. It's so much insane work you guys are doing.
A lot of vanity. A lot of
vanity with you chicks, man. There's a constant with the eyelashes and the makeup and the
I'm
straightening.
not gonna say that we're not fans. I'm just saying that there's a lot.
It is true. If you guys, because I do have friends that have wives and shit where their wives don't give
they
a
don't
fuck.
take care of nothing.
That bun is on the side of the head, just bouncing on the hair is loose. She don't give a fuck.
Holes in the knees of the blown out sweatpants
And I'm going,
she's wearing.
and I'm going.
Like,
He didn't tell you you had company coming over.
Yeah.
She didn't give a fuck, dude.
She got fucking slippers on too.
I don't mind any of that. In fact, I don't even mind. I like a girl in a good pair of sweats, man. Good pair of sweats, some yoga pants. It's fine.
But when they're blown out, you know what I'm talking about, dude. They're
What's
just
blown out?
Like blown out, like they're 10 sizes too big. They get a hole in the kneecap and shit.
Look, I don't mind. Look, I love baggy pants on chicks. Believe it or not.
Yeah, but no, when they've been worn like
And
5 times,
thrashed.
They're smelly.
And thrashed and got fucking holes in places they probably shouldn't have unless they were just giving head to everybody.
No, they're
You know what
Like,
I'm talking about?
Girls got blown out knees in her stretch.
Yeah.
In her stretch pants or in her sweats.
No, yeah, she been dogging down some dudes.
I mean, but you know what I'm talking about with the hair bun, though, right? Mm-hmm. Where the bun isn't tight, it's like
just thrashed.
it's just on the side, it's just
hung up
falling
to the side.
around like that. Makes me nuts, and I have some lady friend acquaintances that I like and are very nice, and sometimes they'll show up and I'll just be like, what the fuck? I don't say it in my head. I'm going, get yourself together, Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, maybe you should say something.
I probably should. You know what I mean? Like as a good friend, as a good male figure.
Because you know what? You know how many times a day I'll walk up to people that I know that really don't think that I like them, and I'm like, "Yo, your tag's sticking out," and I'll tuck it in for them.
Tag sticking out's a good move.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing to do.
Yeah, because I'm like, I wouldn't want if something happened to me, like I'm walking around with my fucking zipper down.
They go, hey, dude, your dick's
Yeah.
sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like you can't. But the bun, you can't do that to a lady. You can't be like, "Hey, tighten up that bun."
Yeah. You know,
What are you doing?
the
You're in
hell's-
my presence.
Now I think you.
What do you mean?
I think you just gotta smack that fucking little tie that she's got out of
No,
her
what it
fucking
means
hair
is
and fuck
it
all
means
up.
they're tired and gave up that day. That's what that means.
Is that what I look like all the time to you?
You never do a loose bun. In fact, you never do those buns, actually.
I do.
Oh, you do? Oh, in fact, you got one in right now, actually. What do you got? Turn
No,
your head.
it's not.
Oh, it's a clip, a hair clip.
Yeah, but that thing's not fucking down here by
No,
her
and then there's
neck,
all
dude.
the loose hairs.
I've never
You know
seen
what I'm
her
saying?
with-
Like
yeah,
it's not. Well, because for her, I would definitely tell her when she's got something on that I don't like. I'll tell her. I'll be like, I don't like
Good.
that. I hate. She puts on lashes. She puts on fake lashes. That bothers me. But
Yeah.
so we compromised. She went shorter fake lashes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand, dude.
Yeah.
There's certain things.
Your girl
you know-
wear the Your girl's Hispanic.
Yeah, but she doesn't.
Hispanics love those things.
She don't wear lashes.
Yeah.
No, but my daughter does.
Yeah.
And my daughter wears the big, huge ones like Snuffleupagus from
Right.
fucking.
She
Sesame
closes
Street.
her eyes. You feel the wind.
Yeah, yeah. And and I've heard a lot of people say they don't like the way she looks. I'm like, hey, she's smiling when she looks at me like
Yeah.
that, so I don't care.
Well, I am look, if it makes you feel better, absolutely. But
When you're my girl,
when you're my girl, we gotta compromise.
yes,
And Jenna likes a lot of makeup too, and I prefer her with less makeup. I don't like a lot of makeup. for a few reasons. One, look, she's beautiful enough. Two, with too much makeup, you start getting in the.
You need it.
You start getting the weird. There's a weird level there.
What I think happens is, though it makes it look beautiful at the time, eventually it's going to start destroying it, and now you really need something different. You need something more. You need something. Hey,
Definitely not it.
I think that's it.
When you put on too much makeup, you start to look older. And that's when they wrinkles.
Yeah.
No.
Look, either way, it doesn't matter. The point is.
Well, see. So my
The
point.
point is, I don't.
There's
Like,
damage being caused by the.
I don't like a lot of makeup. I'm also a guy that likes. I'm a basic dude. I like a pair of jeans and some boots, and a fucking nice little top.
Right.
That's what I like. That's
That's it.
nice. I don't need a whole hoopla of shit.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're kicking off boots, dude, I don't need you throwing a fucking rack of shit on my fucking nightstand.
Right. Or just a bunch of stuff like makeup on the pillow. You're just like, Jesus Christ, lady. Like, fucking God. God damn, dude.
Just pulls out this whole fucking laptop looking thing. You're like, what the
I've been
hell?
with chicks, dude, where they had it's just makeup all day. They're constantly touching up.
They had a paint set, right?
Yeah, it's like a paint set.
It was.
They're constantly touching up.
It's Bob Ross all day.
Yeah. They're a female
she's
Bob
like,
Ross in there.
Look at the happy little trees. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm trying to do is fucking get rid of you, dude. It's too much. Just shut your mouth. Stop telling me about your guy friends and shut up. Stop telling me about your dumb job. Your job sucks. Your friends suck, and all your guy friends suck. Shut up about it.
But you don't realize that my best
Yeah,
guy
Melissa,
friend is
shut up.
You don't realize that my best guy friend is just like you, Ian.
Yeah.
You ever hear that and you're like, there's nobody just like me. Shut the
I'm like
fuck
one of the
up.
guys. Okay. Hey, look, you're her. I'm like one of the guys. Dead leg.
Oh my God.
Nut check. Okay, you want to be like one of the guys? I'm gonna kick the feet out from under you when you're walking. You want to be one of the guys? All right, I'm gonna snap this.
Fire the spiral right at your chest.
Yeah. I'm just like one of the guys. All right, let me take this rubber band and snap you on the back of the neck with it.
Hey, you ever know the fucking burn with the ruler when I rub it up against that fucking...
Yeah, you ever had an Indian burn? We're never having sex. I'm just picking on this bitch. That'd be a funny skit. That'd be a hilarious skit where it's like I'm like one of the guys. He's like, and he's telling his friend, he's like, hey, this chick's like, she's the best, man. She's like one of the guys. So he goes out and meets her. It's a blind date, right? It's a blind date. And then she's like, oh, hey. And he's like, oh, I think that's so cool that you're like one of the guys. She goes, yeah, I really am. I like football. And he goes, nut check. She's like, He just beats the shit out of her the whole date. He's constantly giving her a horse bite. Like, body glove, bam.
Hey, what's this?
Yeah. You made your look, boo.
Hell yeah. Oh, fuck.
Slug bug, boom, dude. I can keep going. Just, all these things we just hit each other with.
Doorknob.
Yeah, it's fucking doorknob. God, baby, do you know what doorknob was? Did that make it to your part of town?
No.
Explain to her what doorknob was.
All right. So anytime somebody would fart, you had to say doorknob. Otherwise, if you didn't claim doorknob, the rest of us are going to chase you down, beat your ass until you touch the doorknob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you're like, you lift a leg and blast, right?
No, we did something like
Yeah.
that. It wasn't with farting, you fucking...
And we just be fucking dudes up and they forget about doorknob. Just lighting them up in the middle of the living room.
Remember when those rare occasions we were cruising in the cars, dude, and somebody would fart in the car and we're like,
There's no
fucking
doorknob.
Doorknob, dude.
Yeah. Fucking doorknob. There's no doorknob,
You guys
bitch.
jumped as soon as we get out of this car.
I'm the driver. I don't give a fuck. I will die in this car.
Yeah, exactly. I can drive your shit back home, dude.
I don't care. It's worth death to beat the shit out of you for doorknob. It's life.
We even took that to Mexico, remember?
Yep. Oh, we take it everywhere. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how much fun you have. If you want to come up to me and blast without calling out doorknob, I will fuck you up.
Oh, that shit was funny looking at the Mexicans' face and
Just hitting them down the steps at Papa's and Beard. Just tumbling down the steps.
Yes.
Let's get out of here, brother.
Good times.
Down the hatch, bro.
Cheers, bro.
Oi!
They shot me down, and right before I hit the ground, her eyes met before they left the scene. And as I buried alive, she wiped the tears right from her eyes. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. Somebody get me. With no light, no sound, my hands emerged from the ground. Show no remorse. You have to reform. When I know my gun, I start killing everyone. I'm alright. I'm gonna be just fine. I got a pistol on my side, no I'm